Alright guys, so here we got our client in the chair. What we're going to go ahead and do today is we're going to do a mid skin fade. We're going to slick the top back and we're going to line it up. So prior to that, we're going to lay everything down. We're going to lay the top back, and with the parietal wedge, we're going to lay that down as well so that we can go ahead and do clipper over comb later on. Setting my bald line in, and with these trimmers I really set them back so you can't really gap them, so I can set my line in and they're not going to leave too harsh of a line. I'm going to set that mid fade point exactly where I have that C cup ready. For a low fade, you're going to want to keep all that C cup. For a mid fade, you're going to want to keep half of that C cup, I want to say. For a high fade, you're going to keep no C cup at all, just a vertical bar. So right here is a mid fade, right? I'm leaving most of that C cup there so we can line it up later toward the end. Right here I got my shaver. We're going to take everything down to skin. Later on in the video, you're going to see me keep that stubble line there. I did that on purpose just to show you exactly how to take it out later on. You'll see that when it comes to it in a little bit. Right here, I'm giving you like a visual representation of what I was talking about earlier with that stubble line. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm turning my shaver backwards. I'm turning it around, and I'm going to use one foil, right? I'm going to use one foil. I'm going to tap at that line, and I'm going to go down. You want to go tap it, and you want to go down with it right after. You're just going to repeat this motion until that line's gone. So here I got a better angle for you guys to see exactly what I was talking about. I'm going to use one foil. Like I said, I'm going to turn it around, use one foil, and I'm going to tap at that bottom line, and I'm going to go down with it, right? Tap and go, tap and go. Right here I got no guard, and I'm going to set my clipper all the way open. I'm going to take that up about 1 inch, and I'm going to do that all the way around. Alright, right here I got my lever halfway open. I got it 2 clicks in, so these things kind of coincide, right? With my lever halfway, I'm going to go halfway into that guideline. Just start setting up everything. Just start cleaning up that bottom line, lightening it up and all that. Alright, I'm going to close my lever up 1 notch, so I'm going to take it down a little farther down. So I'm going to start cleaning up that bottom line, start lightening everything up, but I'm not taking it up all the way to that middle section either. Right here, I'm closing up my lever all the way. That's going to allow me to start taking out that bottom line. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm listening for that crunching effect. So if I hear it, I'm going to scoop out. I don't want to dig in too much and create a new line for myself. So as soon as I hear that crunch, I'm going to scoop out, right? I'm going to clean everything up, start scooping out. All right here I got my lever one notch from open. So it's not in the middle, but it's not all the way open either. It's right in the middle of those two. So I'm going to go above the middle section and I'm going to go right below the ceiling, and that's really going to take care of everything, tidy everything up. Right here I'm doing a little bit of detailing, right? I'm going to open and close it as I need to. Just kind of take care of that whole guideline. Alright, I'm going to clip that one guard on. I'm going to open it up all the way. Same thing I did with that no guard. I'm going to take it up about a full inch and I'm going to do that all the way around the head. Okay, so right here I got my one guard. I'm going to close it up all the way. I'm going to just start lightening up that bottom line just to help us get a setup for that zero guard, that half guard, whatever you want to call it, just so we can take it out later on. Right here I got my half guard. I'm going to play it safe by closing it up halfway. Normally some people do it all the way closed, but I don't want to set a new guideline in for myself, and I feel like that's what I tend to do. So to avoid that, I'm going to go halfway. If that doesn't do it, I'm going to open or close it as I need to. But generally halfway with that half guard generally just tends to work, so I just keep it like that. In this clip I got my two guard open. I'm going to take that up all the way to the parietal ridge. Once I do, I'm going to go ahead and scoop out. It's the same motion, right? Up and out, up and out. We don't want to create a new guideline. We don't want to have to use that 3. So we can just kind of set ourselves up to use clipper over comb later on. So right here, up and out, up and out. This is really the last guard we're going to use. So I don't want to dig in too much. I don't want to create a new guideline for myself either. With that 2 guard still on, I'm going to close it up all the way and really soften up that bottom line. You really don't need to do this. You can just go with your 1.5 already and just kind of take that line out, but I'm a little more meticulous and I just like to go and clean that up. Go ahead and soften up that bottom line. Got my 1.5 right now, halfway. Just go ahead and do a little bit more detailing, a little more cleaning up. It's not necessarily needed, but I'm going to go ahead and either way with close it up all the way. Really just take that line out. Right now it's closed, and that's really going to set this whole blend together. Really going to take everything out. In this clip, I got my 1 guard on my Gamma X Ergo. Reason I'm doing a little bit of detailing with this clipper in particular is because it's got that stretch bracket and it's got that fusion blade. So all the way opens up to a 1 maybe, all the way closed. It's pretty much like a surgical blade, so like a 0. And with that one guard, it really allows me to go up higher than I normally would with any clipper. And I can really start taking out bottom lines like with the half, something like that. It's really good for detailing, really goes up more than I normally would expect. So yeah. Right here, I'm setting myself up to do a little bit of clipper over comb. I'm gonna use my 50 cal mags just because the blade on it's super thin. I can really get flush to that comb. Essentially what I'm doing right here is I'm gonna go up to that scalp, I'm gonna go flush up against it and stick the top of the comb out maybe 15-20 degrees, as much as I need to. Really pick off any of the hair that's kind of sticking out. Okay, right here I'm gonna hit him up with that razor, just get that vertical bar and that C cup, and after that, man, I'm gonna show you the before and after. It's gonna be the cut. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. That's pretty much the cut. I do plan on doing more of these kind of detailed tutorials to show you guys exactly what I'm doing step by step, just to maybe take something away from each video. But yeah, man, that's it. Let's go.
You recording, bro?
Yeah. Sorry, because I'm gonna edit this and stuff, you know. So
yeah, go ahead, man.